All right, boys, welcome back to the Side Boob, the official podcast of the Man Boob Fantasy Football League. Episode 2. 3 weeks almost in.
Yep.
I've been kind of slacking. It's just hard. It's just harder to get these episodes in since I have the second kid. You know?
Well, and honestly, too, I don't think each and every single week is a must. It's kind of you can
This,
kind of feel when. Go ahead.
yeah. There's
You
there's
can kind
things
of
to
feel
talk
when it's
about.
time for one.
I guess. I just whenever I get the time, this feels like a big week. Feels like a big week. It feels like an important week.
Yeah, I agree. I
Like
agree.
I'm kind of out of the loop. I'm usually more in tune with what's going on,
Yeah.
but let's get it. Okay, we got the scoreboard up. It starts with mine and CJ's. I guess let's just start there. Okay, let's see.
I knew that was going to be a
Scroll.
pretty.
Okay, so CJ, God, this shit is gonna go so slow. CJ was my favorite team coming into the season. He was my number one ranked team when we did the rankings.
And just to be clear, we are live right now, correct?
Yeah, we're live.
Making sure.
I'll check. Let me see.
But yeah, I wanted to make sure we weren't hitting the drum
No,
first.
no, we're live.
Good deal. Good deal. Good deal. So, dude, this game I knew was going to be a banger, and goddamn Lamar Jackson.
Dude, yeah. And to think,
And that always happens to me, dude. I'll have a player, and the next year someone will get him, and he'll fucking be he'll outperform the prior year big time, dude. That
brutal,
dude's looking like an alien.
brutal game, man. It's just we invest so much, and like we have like almost no control over it. But I mean,
Dude.
I could have had Lamar. I could have had Lamar over Mahomes, and I thought about it. But I'm just looking at Mahomes, and I'm just thinking just straight numbers, straight ADP. Like Mahomes in the fifth is crazy. I'm taking him.
Well,
But
and last year Lamar had a really weird year. I mean, and I watched him very intently. They kind of grinded him out last year, made him run more on the inside. Now it's like more like he's making quarterback running decisions, but um, 5 total fucking touchdowns.
he's got nearly what 40 points in the past two games. I know week one wasn't great, and I was feeling pretty good about picking Mahomes over Jackson, but these past two, I'm moving so slow
Mm-hmm.
here. Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, you
But
can't
I
be
feel
upset about that. And Mahomes still has to be the first quarterback taken, and you didn't take him because you thought he was going to be the first overall quarterback in fantasy. You took him because you knew no matter what he was going to be top 5. You know what I mean?
right. Yeah, just the guaranteed floor. Of course, the past
Yep.
couple weeks haven't been great.
Yep, and that's going to happen though, man. It will. Um, Najee's. I was really worried for you at first for Najee. Um, kind of. Let's see.
But how do I see? Oh, here we go. Okay. Dude, he had 40, 20, 42, 39. I mean, it honestly, it almost doesn't matter what the rest of your team does when your quarterback's doing
It's
that. Like,
crazy.
as long as your team isn't absolute trash, like you're gonna be in it. You're
And
gonna,
again, watching play this season, he's not getting grinded out. He's that's a he. I mean, he didn't. I didn't watch the entire freaking game, but I watched all the highlights, and he had a lot of big game breaks, man. It didn't seem like a very rough
luck,
performance.
luckily, a good portion of his production is going to Mark Andrews here.
Oh, that's where he was. I hate that. I hate that so fucking bad. If I'm in a fantasy matchup, yeah, like for instance, having Debo and playing somebody that had Garoppolo, which that would be ridiculous, stupid, but you kind of quartered him with that.
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling a lot better about the Andrews pick because I was regretting. You remember, I was regretting not taking AJ Brown and hoping Andrews fell to me. I'm glad I just secured it. I grabbed Andrews and I grabbed Higgins fourth.
That's it. I mean, Higgins doing all right. He'll continue to do. Higgins
Yeah,
gets a little bit better as the season goes on.
I wish he would stop getting fucking concussed every match. I wasn't even watching the 1 o'clock games. I was out, so I didn't see any of it. So he puts up what, like 90 plus yards, and then I get a notification that he's concussed, and then I get another notification that he's all right. He's got his helmet on. He's on the sideline, and
Mm-hmm.
then he does nothing for the rest of the match. So I'm out. I have no idea what's going on. Like, so what happened? Why? Like, were
I,
they
I,
were
I
they just
didn't
up
I
so
didn't watch
big?
just because it was the Jets. I didn't really watch much of the game. I was more looking at red zone and a bunch of other shit today. Plus, took a good old nice healthy nap.
you were
So I
just
didn't really.
you were just
So I didn't
taking
see.
you were taking it for granted that you guys were going to beat the Jets.
I mean, without question, without question. Plus, trying to get my rest for this ass whooping we're going to take Thursday against the damn Dolphins. There's no way in hell our DBs can hang with their speed. So shouts out to whoever has Waddle right now. I played them last week. Shouts out to whoever has Tyreek Hill right now. When those guys go, they're going to win you the fucking game. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm just curious of what happened. Like, he did
I don't
literally
know.
he did literally nothing in the second half. Were they just up so big they stopped throwing the ball?
From what I saw, it seemed like they're letting
Like,
it air out.
I don't know if he had another target after that.
It seemed I
I
will. It seemed like Joe was really trying to hit Jamar today.
but I mean,
They're trying to work out kinks. That's the thing about the Bengals offense right now. They're going to get better as the season goes on, but I think you're going to continue to see numbers that out of T. But I think T gives you a high floor.
yeah, he does for sure. But T Higgins, like, I don't think Jamar was being targeted either. I think Higgins had more targets than Chase. We'll go ahead and look at it. Let's go
Did
to
he?
the standings. Who has Chase? Is it Jared?
No, I think Gill.
Gil? Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah, he was one of them. Dude, we had so many people go
I don't know
receiver
why I
this
didn't
year,
check.
back to back receiver.
Yeah,
All
me too.
right, so and I guess
Chase. Let's see. Jamar Chase. He
damn Diggs
had
his number.
he had 6 targets for 29 yards and a touchdown. Let's see what Higgins had. I don't know why I didn't check this first. I'm
Well,
gonna.
10 targets, 6 receptions.
No, he did
Oh, he
not. He
only had
did.
29. He only had 29 yards
He
today.
he did not have 10 targets.
Damn, it's
He
saying that.
he had.
It's saying 10 targets, 6 receptions.
Did he really have 10?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're right. He 6 for
Dude, he
10.
had
Wow.
he had he had 16.
Fucking 10 targets
Dude,
for 29 yards.
that is insane
That I mean
for
that's
week one.
that's usually opposite of what Chase gets. Usually gets like lower volume, but he turns that volume into like so much.
I'm gonna say I noticed him trying to go at him today. He targeted him 16 times the first week. Damn.
See what Higgins had.
Shouts out to Gil having Diggs and Chase. I think that kind of worked out for him. Damn, Tua didn't do shit today. There's weird. It was a weird day in the league. You were one of the only high scoring games. You see that?
Let me. Yeah, it was, and it wasn't looking like that halfway through the day, because I was following this shit all day, and I'm like, God damn, dude, every week, like by the end of like the 1 o'clock games, there's like 3 or 4 teams that are predicted for triple digits, and it's not usually like that, but it dropped off fast. It did.
Hmm. And it's weird, yeah, because last week it was a lot. I noticed there's a lot of late comebacks, so there was a lot of teams that didn't have shit for scores, and all of a sudden they boomed.
Yeah, Chase did have he had 3 more targets. I just don't. I don't know what happened in the second half. I wish I was watching the second half. I just don't want to be concerned about my number one receiver here.
I mean, what round did you get him?
I got him in the fourth round. No, he's fine. He's fine. I'm just worried about not his production. He's been in concussion
You
protocol once,
you're just
and then
wondering why
no,
they didn't go after. The Jets play a
I'm
good
worried.
defense
I'm
too.
worried about the concussions. That's it. That's it. That's all I'm worried about. He's great. T Higgins is great.
Did he have another concussion today or something?
He went into like the tent or something to be checked for it because I guess he took a big hit. Like I said, I didn't see any of this shit.
Bro, I watched that Cardinals game and Marquise, dude, he needs DeAndre back so fucking bad.
Dude, imagine imagine that Hollywood performance in PPR. He had 14 receptions, dude.
Shit. Damn. He's all they got back there, man.
17 targets. Yeah,
What the fuck? Johan Dotson fucked you over? What?
yeah, it's not
What?
just him, dude. It's everybody I've put in the flex. But okay, the thing is, uh, like I'm just like the rookie wide receiver team. Like my entire bench is just rookie wide receivers. Like I even dropped Sky Moore. Like I got Jamison Williams, Chris Olave, Traylon Burks. I got Jahan Dotson. I just dropped Sky Moore. I know one of these guys is gonna pay off. I just don't know which one it's gonna be. Okay.
So,
So, and I'm in a desperate need for somebody in my flex spot. Jahan Dotson struck out big time, but
dude, I would definitely keep Olave. But to be honest with you, here's the thing: when you go strong tight end, you go more chintzy flex. And I'll be honest, you do have a chintzy flex, but you've
I
got
know.
a top two, three tight end though, so
Yeah,
that's your little gamble. So it's expected, dude. I think Olave, bro, like
brother. Look,
he's
he's got 13 targets in the past 2 games.
it's
Okay.
ridiculous,
He went
and he's
nine
catching
9 for
nine.
147 today.
Yeah, bro,
I mean,
he's gonna get better with time.
I'm not totally confident like throwing him in my flex, but I'm more confident than I was this week throwing Dotson in my flex.
Well, I guess part of my point in saying this is when you go strong tight end, what you're permitting yourself, of course, is with the weaker flex. I like to
Yeah,
if I'm in your position, if I have strong tight end, like where I have weak tight end, and I say fuck it, I'll go. I'd rather throw an 80 overall running back in there just for more sustainability, maybe you're
sure,
at a position where you've got but that player could if you could have a solid rushing game like Pierce did today, it goes for you, but he could get shut down nonetheless. You got a strong tight end, so
sure. Yeah,
in your position I like to go boom or bust hardcore in the flex right there.
I like I understand the strategy and like building like up your depth because I don't have depth. Like it's all just like dart throws, like trying to find my flex position. But like I feel like I'm good enough to do that. In the
You don't
mean
have depth, you have certainty.
in the meantime, okay, I draft what the number one tight end overall. I have positional advantage over anybody I play.
Is it
Okay.
when you drafted Mahomes, when you did, which you didn't even take him early or
No, I
anything, but
didn't.
when you go,
I took him late. That's why I took him. I took him
yeah,
in the
no,
fifth
and
round.
yeah, you got him in a great. Damn, you got him in the fifth.
I got him in the fucking fifth,
I
dude. That's
think in
why
I
I
think in
took
the
him.
year that I got him, bro, like his first season, I think I got him in like the sixth.
Like
You mean that's crazy?
I realize there's no
But
Tyreek Hill, but that's why he's going as late as he is. Okay, that's why you're not taking him over Justin Herbert, which didn't look too great today. I mean,
dude, what the
Josh
fuck
Allen's
was up
still.
with that?
I don't know. I don't know. But
That's weird.
yeah, I
But
got I got a just I drafted a well balanced team.
like I said, you went
But
after,
but if somebody gets injured, I'm in big fucking trouble, dude. Like if one of my running backs gets injured, I'm in trouble. If Mark Andrews gets injured, I'm in big trouble. Like if one of my wide receivers, like I'm thin at wide receiver. I'm thin everywhere.
bro.
But
You
as
got to you got
but
to make
as
sure
long as my
Saquon
guys
Barkley
stays healthy.
you got to make sure Saquon Barkley doesn't have a day, tomorrow that he had the first week.
But see, I have no fucking control over that, dude. Look at the point. Like we're spending a lot of time on this matchup, but I mean this is what I've been thinking about.
Well, it's active, and it's the only one that this high,
The
I have a score.
Yeah, like look at the points that have been
And
scored
Siege has
against
got
me.
a damn good team too.
Yeah, he does. He does. Where are the point
A damn
totals?
good team.
Okay, points against 254. Do you see anything close to 254 on here? Plus CJ, like he could put up 100 plus again.
Hmm.
Like I have no control over what fucking Saquon Barkley does tomorrow, man. Like
Well, and they're
my
playing.
team's putting up the best
Oh
decision.
wait, hold on. They're
Like
playing that Dallas defense though.
it doesn't matter.
He's good.
It doesn't even matter. Like wins and losses are like almost nothing to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like
I know what you mean.
I just got to keep putting up points.
I know what you mean. You're precisely right.
Probably the best thing your brother's ever done as commissioner is implementing that rule where the wild card spot goes to points instead of the third best
Mm-hmm.
record.
I agree. That's pretty common, though, right?
I don't know, is it?
I would never be in a league that wasn't that way
It
because I
it
know how
so
fantasy goes too.
it was that way for a little bit. I think Gil got fucked one year,
Dude, there's no way
and I
that
think
would.
that's why he changed it.
Oh, thank
Like
God. Yeah,
ever,
that'd be horrible.
yeah.
I genuinely would not participate in a league that did that. It's because I know how fantasy goes too much.
Okay, I got 219, 226. What did Andy do this week?
I don't know, but Andy's got a damn good. Do you want to go to?
Yeah, he does have
Well,
a good
let's
team.
you want to conclude on this matchup, I guess, should we? Or
Are you done?
um, just I would just say you got to make sure Saquon could have a big game, but it's Dallas is going to be tough.
What do you mean conclude on our matchup?
Oh
Mine
no
and
no no yeah,
CJ's?
you're a CJ. Yeah,
Okay, but
or
there's
we
a
can check out anything.
there's a reason I was doing this, and I totally forget why I was doing this.
Wait, you're looking at Macabre?
Yeah, I forget why I was doing.
I'm
I
trying to think
totally.
of it. So I said, you were talking about depth and whatnot.
No, we were talking about CJ's team, right? Fuck it, dude.
Well, regardless, here's the thing. Yeah, you're. Oh, we're talking. Yeah, we're talking about being in a league that you were saying that maybe one year
Oh
somebody got
no,
fucked.
I was seeing how much Andy put up this week. How much did he put up this week? That's what I was doing. Okay, he put
He's
up
got a damn good team.
He put up 76. So
It was a weird.
okay,
It was a weird week.
I'm pretty sure. Like I'm not gonna sit here and do the math, but I'm pretty sure there's a chance I'm the highest scoring team in the league, and I'm 0-3 if CJ wins.
No shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I
trying to
did not know
say
that.
here.
Yeah, I did not know that.
Like I'm averaging like well over 100 points a week. I'm 0-2, and CJ has a chance to win this week.
That's
Like,
insane.
not a major chance, but he's got a decent chance because he's got fucking Saquon. Like, if
It could
Saquon goes
happen.
off with 22 points, I lose. And
And you said it.
I think I'm the might be the highest scoring team in the league, and 0-3. So like,
And I really wouldn't want that, dude, because we're in the same division, right? Yeah,
right?
we're in the same division.
You don't want to be fighting over a wild card with my team.
No, so I need you to win because I don't want it to come down to record right now.
Like, my record's almost out the window if CJ wins. It is out the window. If CJ wins, it's done. Like it's
No
all
way,
about the wild card. Like, dude,
dude,
I'm not coming back from 0-3. There's no way.
bro,
There's no way.
promise you would. And people need to remember it is still very early. I'm about to be 1-2 in the
I'm
lowest scoring team in the league, and I'm not. On my life. I'm still not worried, bro, because I've just seen fantasy too fucking much, and I've seen the sways. You know.
I'm not saying I'm quitting because
Oh right.
I'm a playoff team right now. I'm just saying in terms of record, coming back from
I think
0-3, 0-3 is
I
tough.
think 0-3 is tough, but I promise you could do it.
If one of my guys gets injured, I'm fucked though. That's just kind of my team.
True. True.
As long as I stay healthy, I'm gonna be fucking ad. Dude, hold on. Let me pull up the draft board. Okay. Let's. Is that coming from your end? The music?
No.
I use the
That's
wrong
you.
paint.
What the fuck?
Snickers satisfies.
Oh, it's an ad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine. That freaked me out, low key. I was like, what the fuck
Yeah.
is that?
Okay, so looking at the first round picks, it's pretty clear who won the first round now, right? Like it's pretty clear who won the first round through 3 weeks. Like it's early, but through 3 weeks, we know who won that first round.
Who?
Tell me, who do you think through 3 rounds? Or through 3 weeks?
The 3 weeks and just who had the best draft in the first round?
Who had the best, like the best first pick? In terms of just how they've performed, like who's performed the best out of those first 12 picks?
I mean, honestly, I still think it's up. I mean, has Jonathan Taylor had the best performance overall?
I'm I'm pretty sure it might be Cooper Cup. Pretty sure Cooper Cup has
Really?
had the best. Well, I mean, we'll check. I mean, who is it? It's between Jonathan Taylor, but I mean, Jonathan Taylor hasn't been great the past couple weeks. He's been like what, 10 points? I mean, for the 1.1, that's not great. I mean, who
Yeah.
else would you put? Justin Jefferson, who had a amazing week one, and my God, the past 2 weeks. Let's go look at Brad's team. Brad's team, because I mean, that is.
Has Brad been killing it? Is that ESPN?
Yeah, it's ESPN.
ESPN's the shittiest.
Terrible, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Ryan, 4 seconds
So
on the
literally
play
the
clock.
worst rain
Takes the
app I've ever
snap.
seen. Not
Chaser coming after
NFL.com.
him. Ryan
There's
spins
so
off the hit
many
in trouble.
apps.
Sack back at the 30-yard
Get
line.
out of here. Jesus Christ. Terrible. All right, let's look at Brad's team. Josh Allen
There's so many.
sucks. Let's look at Justin Jefferson, okay? Because we're spending way too much. Justin Jefferson. The point is, Cooper Cup has been the most consistent so far through 3 weeks.
Dude, that's shocking. Let me look at. All right, I'll look
Okay,
it up right now.
so Justin Jefferson went 30, 4.8, 1.4. So
Damn.
he had a big week one, and then did nothing the past couple weeks. I
Damn.
mean, that's got to be the most disappointing performance of week three is Justin Jefferson putting up 1.5 points. That's like half a point more than what fucking Jahan Dotson put up.
Right. I'm trying to get over to the.
Here, let me pull it up. What are you?
Here we are. Here we are. Here
I
we are.
mean, you
I'm
can just
looking.
look at my screen.
Well, I'm going to look at the top ranked wide receivers
Right.
real quick. I'm looking at the screen as
I'll be
well.
right back.
Good. I'll talk about the top ranked. All right, I'm going to go through the top 5 ranked receivers right now. Yeah, we got Cooper Cup, Jefferson. All right, Stephon Diggs, number 1 overall with 51 points. Damn. Jalen Waddle, number 2 overall with 29 or with 42 points. St. Brown, number 3, nice, with 42 points. Tyreek Hill, 41 points, number 4. Then Cooper Cup, number 5. Yeah, Don, I don't know if I don't know if I agree with that. Him being the best pick in the first round. I think he was a good one. But I think what he's doing right now is expected. You know, you knew he was going to be top 5.
All right, I'm back.
So Don, I went through the top 5 wide receivers in fantasy.
Yeah.
Making it real quick, and I'm not going to wait the point on the points for the listeners again. But Diggs number 1, Waddle number 2, St. Brown number 3, Tyreek Hill at number 4, Cooper Cup at number 5. To be honest with you, Don, I don't know if I agree. I don't agree with saying Cooper Cup's necessarily the
Of
best pick in the first round.
who's
I
been
think it
better?
was good. I mean, you just got to think like if so Tyreek Hill's had a better season so far,
Okay,
so that would
okay.
make Jared.
But Tyreek Hill is not a first round pick.
Oh
Tyreek
no,
Hill.
no, I was saying in the third. I'm just saying that would make Jared's in the third. Like,
I'm not saying the best pick of the draft. No, I'm saying
mm-hmm.
the best pick of the first round. As far as what you've gotten out of him so far, it's Cooper Cup, right? Just total consistency. Double digit points every fucking game. Can you say that about anybody else in this first
Right.
round? Not Kamara, not Chase. Chase is probably close. Definitely
As
not
you say, I
Mahomes.
think
I'm not Elijah Mitchell. I mean, it's Cooper Cup. Like Jared
Was
nailed
Diggs?
that pick so far. Like honestly,
You don't think Diggs has been a better pick then? Diggs is the first one overall. He's
dude, Diggs is a second round pick. I don't think you know
oh shit.
understand.
Chase. Then I know what you're saying. Then sorry, I thought I was just going off the
Of the
top. I
picks
thought.
in the first round, yeah, Diggs was great. Diggs has been great. I mean, obviously, yeah, he's been
Yeah,
might be the best
I
pick of the
was.
second round. I mean, him or Chubb, right? It's him or Chubb.
I guess you. You know what makes you? I mean, well,
Yeah, who's a
no.
better pick than Diggs or Chubb in the second round? Nobody. I mean,
This is a bad year for.
goddamn
This is
Aaron
kind of a
Jones won it
bad year
first pick.
for the first. I would say that like the top running backs, but
Yeah.
Henry, CMC, Eckler, Dalvin Cook are all doing bad.
Henry and Cook both got in the end zone this week.
And
But
I
yeah,
mean, bad's relative. Like CMC's doing great. He's getting 100 yards every game, getting me 10 to 13. But they're not
that's
doing what they drafted him for.
right.
Like
You picked him with the second overall pick.
right,
So you need more, especially when your second pick is J.K. Dobbins, who hasn't seen your starting lineup yet.
right,
Which by the way, I like your decision not to play him this week. Like
bro.
that was the right call. That was like
Mm-hmm.
that was a good call.
I drafted. I wanted. I knew I was my team as much as sucky as I'm doing.
Let's just go since we're talking about your team.
Yeah,
We'll go to your
as sucky as I'm doing, man. I'm so comfortable with my team. I'm so comfortable. And but I'll tell you the biggest fucking mistake I made, and that I'll never do it again. And Sam said the same thing about his team. Not in this depth that I'll say this about mine, I'll say. So I'll clear him from this, but I'll tell you on me. I put zero emphasis this year on tight end, kicker, and defense. None. And I usually put some on one or well, I know at least two out of three of them.
okay.
This was the first year I
That
completely ignored that and it fucked me.
that's one of the big problems with. I mean, a lot of you guys don't want to hear it. That's one of the big problems with this format that we play on. The standard scoring format, like kickers and defenses hold way too much sway over wins and losses. They
Mm.
shouldn't. They shouldn't. Okay, it should be about your position players. I mean, that's where the skill comes in, right? Like not random fucking field goal kicks. Okay,
Yeah, I do.
that,
I will have to tell you, I do, and I enjoy for the enjoyment of stuff. I enjoy. I like having all aspects of the game matter, and I don't think it matters. I myself
it
don't think it matters too much, and it's still the same for
it
everyone. But
it does, dude.
um,
It does. I mean,
I just I really
I'm
do
not
it.
saying it shouldn't matter at all. Like obviously it
Right?
should. I don't want to take out kickers and defenses completely, but in a standard scoring format, man, like you shouldn't be more confident putting a kicker in your flex than a wide receiver, you know? But but you would be if that was within the rule set.
See, I don't hate that though, man. I want them to matter a little bit because
But they
in
do.
real
They
life they
just
do
matter too much.
too much. I understand what you're saying too, but I tell you I did fuck me this year, man. Like
Like
I didn't think about it,
like
and
look how scary Howie's team looks with just like I mean they're a good team, like for sure, no doubt. They're I think they're my second favorite team on draft day. By the way, we let him draft the same fucking team that beat us last year. What are we doing?
isn't that funny?
Like what are we doing?
He's consistent.
And look at this shit. Like he has the Bills defense on his team who just put up fucking 22 points on me.
Oh, that's an anomaly though, too. You got to think about
Is
that.
it
Like,
though? There's always a week where a defense does that, and it makes such a fucking huge difference, man.
I would say if it happens in 1 out of 12 matchups, fuck it. And I still
Though,
think that's some of an anomaly. Like,
though,
but yeah,
I'm not saying I hate standard scoring. I don't. Like I've had a lot of
Mhm.
fun with it, and I still have fun with it. And there's aspects of it I do like how every single point fucking matters.
Right, dude. Everything, bro. Didn't somebody lose this week on a yard, or did I see it tweeted
Yeah,
on the? What
Yeah,
the
I
fuck?
think Brad lost by a yard.
Dude, this league, that's what I'm telling you, this league really has gotten better and better every single year, the level of competition. And
Yeah, it has. Yeah, it has. I mean,
it's,
just look on the waiver wire, dude. There's nobody of value. That's because everybody of value is fucking on a roster.
mm-hmm.
We know what we're doing by now, which we fucking should. We've been playing this.
Yeah, and the people that have been sitting there. I mean, I dropped Claypool like week one. He was like part of a trade. Dropped him week one. He's just sitting right the fuck there. And just so we're talking about this year being weird, like, and just weird. And since we're on the topic of scoring, bro, tight ends, like, what the fuck, man? You cannot find a good tight end. Period. I went after Tunyon because he had 11 touchdowns 2 seasons ago, and he was just hurt last season. Right? Thinking
Gotta
like,
watch
yeah,
out
man.
for it. I mean, that's another problem. Like, touchdowns are fucking ultra important in this league.
Or what?
Are just super important. Like, you have to get touchdowns. But they're so hard to rely on. Yeah, look at Robert Tunyon 2 years ago. Look at his stats and how many fucking touchdowns he had, and look what he did last year.
Yeah,
And
well, so last year he was
it's
injured,
just
but like even this year he's
hard
not
to
shit.
replicate.
Yeah.
Was he
And I
injured?
thought he
Was
was
he
going to do
injured all of last year?
a
He
lot
was,
of it. I haven't
but
done
I
a
mean,
complete.
even before then, I don't think he did much.
Okay, let's text Howie. He'll fucking give us the rundown, bum.
Hey, would.
But,
And like
but,
James Conner and his touchdowns last year, and
is he not doing that right now? That team needs DeAndre. That whole fucking team
I
needs
mean,
DeAndre
I think
though in
he
the
had
wrong
like
way.
20 touchdowns last year, so it's just it's hard to bank on him. Joe Mixon had a ton of touchdowns, and
Mm-hmm.
just I hate relying on touchdowns, and you have to. But let's get to your guys' matchup. Okay. Kyler's kind of hurting you, right? Like,
He's been great all season. I think he's maybe the fourth overall before today.
was he really?
Bro, I just watched that game and two things. I mean, number one, they were going against the fucking Rams, and Aaron Donald
Was
looked so
he?
goddamn amazing for anybody that watched it. Number one, number two, yeah, they were just good at keeping him from making his regular magic happen. I'm still confident on him as a player, but
Yeah.
that team does need DeAndre in the worst way. Connor will do better. So I'm saying this to everybody. Everybody on the podcast listening that has a Cardinals player. Marquise Brown will do better, I promise you. Connor will do better. Kyler's going to do better as
Marquise
soon as
Brown's not gonna get fucking 14 catches when
he
Hopkins comes
won't.
back.
But he's going to cook more safeties. He's going to cook more safeties.
That'll be sick.
Oh, and you got him too. Shit, I'm not just saying
Yeah.
that. I fucking forgot you got him. I promise you, his production will increase.
Kyler was all right week 1 and week 2. I didn't realize like
Oh, he's a
20
killer,
and
Bob.
25. He's all right. I mean, I know Murray's great, but I didn't realize his fantasy performance was so good through 2 weeks.
He was one of them last week. He didn't do shit in the first half, and I was like, "Fuck, bro."
But
I had
still,
I
13 when you need a win is a letdown,
this
right?
this week was, since we're on this matchup. I mean, it was a tragedy. It was a tragedy for me. It was like
Yeah.
I needed a good bounce back week. I lucked out getting a win last week, and I really wanted to beat Howie because he's such a competitor in this league, and my competition.
Dude, his defenses
But
are killing
and they
us.
just fucking.
Look, I
Here's
mean,
what
look at
sucks.
this. Look at this. I mean, Travis, look at this. Okay? I mean,
Yeah.
this is standard scoring format. I mean, this swing, this 13 to -6 swing. I mean, you pretty much can't come back from that. You just can't.
Hmm. That is tough, but that is still rare too. Like, wait, how the like you? Well, I mean,
I mean,
even if it
that
happens once
wide
a
of a
week,
margin, yeah, for sure. For
and
sure.
I'll
But I
say
mean,
this,
it buries you. It buries you. It doesn't matter what the rest of your team does. You're fucking buried, dude,
I
because you
do
picked the
think that.
wrong fucking defense.
Yeah, yeah,
Which Chargers were up. I mean, they were super popular. I was looking for them in all my leagues, and they weren't available. Because
right.
I
Well,
mean,
well,
they made Mahomes look human last week.
maybe yeah.
I mean,
I
that
tell you
just
this, I
sucks,
am,
dude. That
since we're on the topic of the
sucks.
matchup, I did love my last second decision to throw Pierce in there, and I really love
Yeah.
what I'm seeing. I love
How
the
many?
25. He got 25 fucking carries
Did
today,
he
bro.
really? Did he really?
Dude, yes, bro.
Wait,
That's all
He
or
had 20. Did he have
20,
receptions?
20, 20. I just pulled it up again. 20 carries.
Did he have any
Forgive me. He had
receptions?
20 carries. And 2 receptions for 21 yards.
Yeah,
I'm
that's sick.
very, I'm very happy with
Sick.
my flex. I'm, I'm. That's the thing. I'm so happy with this team still. I just
Hey,
fucking gotta. They just kind of gotta get it. They need to like start
yeah.
clicking. I'll be really happy once DeAndre gets back. But however, congratulations, Howie, on this fucking win, dude. It was a tragedy. Fucking fumble
Dude, he
on the
puts
last
up he
drive.
puts up like what 150 last week against me, and he puts up fucking 78 against you, dude.
Think about, yeah. I mean, I'll admit, man. I
Jesus
mean,
fuck.
I fucked up. I fucked up an easy win. And here's the thing too. I love everybody's like everybody was right there. There were so many God, not to mention Debo and Jeff Wilson drive them all down there the first fucking drive, and then the only touchdown scored is thrown to Ayuk immediately.
Yeah.
But I'm happy with my team, man. I knew I was going to be a second half team. I'm still going to be making a trade this season because I've got some little bit of weight. I'm using my depth for now, but I'm going to let Pierce continue to develop. I'm going to let Dobbins get healthy. But I will be dealing one of them off to trim a little bit of fat and get ready for the playoffs because I still have enough depth with DK and Deontay Johnson if I were to get an injury or something. So I've got, because when DeAndre's back, that's when I'll be trading. So if you're listening, I'll be definitely, I'm going to be texting a couple people this week on some trades. Um, but I think I have enough work with, and I definitely have enough fat to get some more muscle on my team.
I think
And I know that. Good. Sorry.
I think you might be right. You got a little bit of fat for sure.
Yeah,
Like,
but
yeah,
I
like
got
there's not many holes in your team. Like you're right. Like
my
this is
depth is
why
amazing, but it's
like this is kind of like I'm not in tune with like everybody's team like I normally am. But like yeah, like looking at your team, like they look pretty good. I mean, you got to be happy with DK Metcalf, like what he's looked like so far this
bro.
season.
My team's a great fucking team, dude. They just can't get it together. Like no holes. Like when I have Deontay, like there's so many teams right now that
Is
would
that
be
right?
starting Deontay, right?
I thought he did better in week 2. Is this his first touchdown? 64 for 1 for DK.
They,
I thought it was
bro.
better than that.
Any team that's playing the Broncos. This Broncos defense is awesome. He
Yeah.
played them week 1. Last week I watched it. They threw a penalty or maybe pass interference, something on a huge fucking catch. Yeah, I'm not worried about DK. He's going to be on my bench as soon as DeAndre's back. But listen, there's so many teams that would be starting DK, Deontay Johnson, or Dobbins in the flex right now. They're all 3 on my bench, which I love.
Sure.
But I have enough to work with that
Yep.
I'll be trading them.
I mean, even having Kyler, like your team could just blow up any week. Just have
It's going to, man.
McCaffrey and Kyler, but it doesn't seem like it's nice to get this like floor play from McCaffrey, but like that's not where you drafted him. You drafted him for
Nah.
like fucking game busting numbers, which
Yep.
I don't think he's getting. Dude, he had 25 carries today.
Yeah.
See, this is what I'm talking about.
Okay, he was who had
He had
25. My
25
bad. My bad.
carries.
He's who had
How
25. My
many
bad. See, I
receptions
love
did he
it.
have?
The reason I'm not beating myself up over that is Don, this boy will always go running back. I don't give a fuck where I'm at. Okay, number one. Number
He had
two,
2 receptions.
everybody around him
Yeah.
is having a similar season, and he still, I think, he's a top 10 running back ranked still. I mean,
You've been kind of unlucky so far.
well, here's the thing, dude. I had that
just
weird rainy Chicago game week 1. Okay, bam. Then Garoppolo comes in immediately week 2. The only team identity he had was tossed to a fucking tight end, and I still got fucked on the goal line. And then this week against the Broncos, dude, it's just tough because my team right now is heavily Niner moving, and that can
yeah,
change, and will change at any
which
moment.
is unfortunate, you know.
Yeah, but it can change. I have so much power to change that, and I will be changing that with trades and shit. Like,
Yeah.
it would even work for now. I just that week 1 in that Chicago, the monsoon, and against Denver, fuck man.
Something needs to be done for sure.
Yeah, and it will be. I have enough the power to work with to do it.
But dude, Jalen Hurts, is he the number 1
Oh,
quarterback?
it's
No, he's
fucking amazing.
number 2 quarterback. Number
He's
3.
fucking
Who's
amazing,
number
though.
2?
He's
It's
number
obviously
3.
Lamar number 1.
He's number
Who's
3, but after this week, I bet you he's at number 2 or 1. Yeah, Lamar's number 1. Is Allen number 2 then?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah.
Um,
Okay, let's check out the draft. Let's go back to the draft board. Okay.
mhm.
Let's see where Nathan picked Jalen Hurts.
That's a good thing to look up.
I just fucking stupid. Where's Howie? Oh, there he is. Fucking glare. Sixth
6,
round. Okay.
and then I got Kyler in the 6.
Lamar went right after me, and Hurts went right after me. Like so far, through 3 weeks, that's not a good pick by me.
You're saying Mahomes?
Like I would have been better off with Lamar or Jalen Hurts. I mean, just through 3 weeks.
But
I mean, it's not even debatable.
but again, you didn't draft Mahomes necessarily because you knew he was going to be number 1. You knew you knew he was going to be top 5. And I had Lamar last year, and I think he finished like top 9. I think he maybe was like the 9th overall.
I know. I'm
He's
not.
really good.
I'm just saying through 3 weeks, it wasn't a good pick. I mean, not even considering the
Okay, I feel you
possibility,
now.
just through 3 weeks. Yeah,
Yeah, it's been a bad pick.
that was the wrong pick.
So Mahomes has not done what you've been expecting him to do when you took him.
I mean, he had a great week 1. The past 2 weeks, I think, is like 16 points, 16. He had 30 week 1 and like 16 in the next 2. But I mean, it's fine. Like I'm not gonna lose the league because I drafted Mahomes. I don't know.
I lucked out. It was my chance this week with Aaron Jones and Joe Mixon doing nothing.
Right,
Dude.
dude. Aaron Jones fucking slaughtered me last week. I mean, just slaughtered me. Just,
And all of a sudden he gets like
just
2 points
fucking,
against me.
I mean, I had 123 points hanging on the board, dude.
He looked.
And then
Me and
Aaron
Sam were
Jones
talking
goes
about
off
that.
for fucking 30. And then
He looked
Jalen Hurts goes off
amazing.
for like 30. And then his defense goes off like it's.
I lucked out because he played Devin White in that amazing Bucks defense. I don't know why Mixon didn't do shit. I never would have expected that.
I don't know how many.
Oh, I'm so glad I don't have
12?
Henderson or Cam Akers on my fucking team. That would be so bad.
12 carries. Why did he only have 12 carries? Especially
Who?
since they Mixon. What happened?
I don't know, bro. The fucking Zach
They
sucks.
were up
Dude.
what, like 2 or 3 scores for the majority of the game.
Dude.
That's crazy. Hello? Well, I think we lost Travis. All right. Gil versus Jared. Starts where I left off. Yeah, I think it's going to. Hopefully. All right. I moved on to a different matchup. Was there anything else you wanted to say about yours and Nathan's matchup?
Nothing, man. Just a heartbreaker. They fucking Jeff Wilson fumbled on the last drive. If it was a decent, I don't know. Just a good game. There was a good chance that either Debo or Jeff Wilson would have scored. They could have done it, but they didn't. That Denver fucking defense is great. But that's it. Good job, Howie.
Even after that like low output from Howie's team, like I still think he might have the best team in the league. Like I just do.
Absolutely. He's up there. He's good. You're good. Andy's good. I think CJ's really fucking good again. He is running back university, dude. That's all I draft too. But man, he always, he's got some good backs running with him.
Yeah, we'll get to that in a second here.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, let's go to it now. That's all we're talking about. RB. Well, we already talked about him. We didn't talk about his running backs, but Kamara has been disappointing so far.
I mean, I would still take my running back squad in total, even if over his, just to throw something spicy out there. But yeah, I mean, and honestly, Kamara, dude, kind of thing with McCaffrey too is they're on teams that if the offense doesn't go, they're not going to do shit, and they're not powerful enough of an offense to overcome some of those teams. I think is my fear.
But they still have that advantage where they're not game script dependent. Like like
That's very true. They're game script proof.
like
It's true.
if they're losing, they're going to be used. If they're winning, they're going to be used.
Very
And
true.
McCaffrey's been alright, but
Just got to get in that end zone, dude. But,
right, yeah. Which I mean, like I said, it's fucking huge. Get in the end zone, it matter really.
yeah, I talked to CJ today. Just because this is not gonna be a profound statement or something that nobody would already assume you would say, Bud. But he's frustrated with Kamara and kind of shocked about it. I would be too. That's a when you draft Kamara, dude. The same thing on with McCaffrey though. You're looking for 25-point games, dude. Those fucking outputs where people can't, like you said, like those daggers that people can't come back from.
Right.
And we're not seeing those out of the running back position this year. And it's so fucking weird because I put more emphasis on running back this year. I'm telling you, dude, that's my luck in fantasy, but
Well,
I'm still happy with it. But
honestly, the second round running backs are paying off more, way more.
Oh yeah,
way more.
Well, that's why you
look at Barkley week 1. Look at Chubb. I mean, Chubb's like a top 1 or 2 running backs through 2 weeks.
Well, to your point,
Swift,
Dom.
Aaron Jones put up fucking 30 points last week.
Right.
Like
but when people trade me, that's why people trade me when I trade down and they trade up. Or, you know what I mean? When I'm trading down to 1, or that's the gamble I'm taking.
But it looks like this year, so far through 3 weeks, like it was best to go running back, or it was best to go wide receiver, running back. Because those first round wide receivers, I mean, I say that and fucking just nothing the past couple weeks.
Yeah, but Diggs is. I mean,
yeah, if you're, but if one of those guys, like hold on, let me see.
But that's what running backs are doing.
Say Bud went Diggs, right there, where in the first round, or Brad went Diggs. I would say I would give him shit. I'm like, that's a bad pick, dude. You're taking fucking Diggs, like.
What I will say. What I will say.
It would have been the right pick so far. So like, what the fuck do I know? What does anybody know?
Right. That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of it too, right?
Right. Like so far this year, it would have been better to go. Stephon Diggs with the second overall pick instead of Christian McCaffrey, and I would have given you shit for it. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
Right.
But I mean,
isn't that weird?
But I mean, it just changes the whole like how you go about your draft. Like you have to go running back at that point,
Yep.
Or you just double which.
Here's the thing though. I'll tell you, man. You can't handcuff a wide receiver. Okay. And that's something. I'm big on, dude. Like if you lose Diggs, you're fucked. If I lose McCaffrey, I can still bare minimum plug in Foreman. He was a very productive backup. Is he going to be McCaffrey? No, but I bet you he gets close to what the fuck he's already done so far.
Yeah, so far.
You can't.
But you weren't drafted. I mean, if Foreman was the number 1 back coming into the season for the Panthers, you're not drafting him number 2 overall. Like if CMC's not in the picture at all, Foreman's not being picked number 2 overall. He's not being picked in like the
here's the thing. I'm a person that I like to get an anchor, right? And people aren't like that, and that's why again people will trade down in the draft, and I always trade up. I didn't trade up for what the production of McCaffrey's doing, and that's obviously clear. But I don't think it's going to be like it necessarily.
I mean, honestly, I would. If it wasn't just like somebody on your team needs to pop, nobody's popping.
I'm telling you, I still love my team, and my team has so much depth, but it's just not popped.
You need somebody like one of these like high ceiling guys to go off 1 week. Like if they were like the CMC, like this like low, like this like high floor, low ceiling CMC, as long as he's staying healthy, I'd probably be okay with it for now. but nobody
Right.
else on your like as somebody that had him
I had a
last
bunch
year
of good
and
names.
was
I
dealing
got
with injuries, like I'd be happy with CMC giving me fucking 12 points and like not being hurt, but
Mhm.
like if you're
Mhm.
thinking that way, you should just might as well not draft him.
Mhm.
Undrafted, you know what I mean? But
Yeah, he'll be all right. And I still think just because we're on the subject of running backs, period. I'm not trying to make, and we can bring other teams into this, but no running back like that's popping right now. Not just McCaffrey. So I'm okay with it this year. And
right,
if I
you're
could go
you're
back,
absolutely right. Like none of them are. None of them are.
but
None of the first round. Which first round running back is?
none, dude.
None. None of them.
Literally, like some people have had good weeks and shit. Like
Right.
there's a little hope in there, but nothing. Not what we expected at all. And dude, if you'd have
No.
told me that McCaffrey would not have a 14-point game within the first 3 weeks, I don't think I'm drafting a number 2 overall, bro. Even if I could,
No, of course not. You'd be crazy. You'd
anybody
be
would have been
crazy if you
bad.
did. Be crazy if you did.
Anybody would have been bad there. But one reason I go running back first is because you can handcuff one, man. And it's like, because if he loses Diggs, he's ultra fucked. And dude, those and wide receivers are chintzy as shit. Turf toe, sore knees, fucking all
Not
that
as
shit.
bad as running backs, man. They're just safer. They're just safer, dude.
They're more. Dude, I
They're
disagree.
definitely
They're
safer.
Ferrari.
Like fuck a
You think so?
handcuff, dude. You're not getting fucking Christian McCaffrey production out of Dante Foreman.
No,
Like,
but you're getting a starter.
the thing
Like
about Christian
if
McCaffrey, you're getting like wide receiver production and running back production in one, and you're not getting that
right.
this year. Like
Nope.
like those fucking 20-yard receptions, like 2
God damn it.
touchdowns. Like that's
That
why
always
you're
happens
drafting
to me.
CMC.
Watch next year, dude. The
Right.
fucking first 5 weeks, he'll be MVP.
I mean, don't give up yet. He's healthy. Jesus Christ.
No, it'll
I
be.
dealt with him last year unhealthy, man. It's fucking terrible.
I have tons of faith.
Every every day a
I'm.
fucking update on my phone. I'm like,
I'm
dang.
probably the only one in the league, but I have every bit. I have every bit of faith in my team, and I'm okay with it, man. It'll come around, and I've got so much. I've got enough explosion on my bench to work up with a good trade with a worthy starter and upgrade at any position, man. And I'm going to be doing that within the next 3 weeks. But with that being said, just to get on the subject of running backs, period, I do believe Pierce is going to continue to develop to pop. There's running backs like Harris that people were getting really late that can still have okay weeks. So you're right. This was a year where you could find a lot of value in running backs later, man.
I guess, but like who?
I wouldn't say that.
Second round seems to be like where you want to find your running back this year.
No, that's what I'm saying. I would say you could get some good running backs late this year. I mean,
Let's look at the third round running backs. We got Zeke, we got Josh
yeah,
Jacobs, we got David Montgomery, we got Travis Etienne, we got Cam Akers. That's our third round running backs.
I got to do this real quick.
Are those great?
I'm pulling up the top running backs right now.
Uh, like
So here is
what
the
running
top
where
10.
is the running back positions paying off where you
Here's
draft
the
them?
top. Here's the top 10 running backs.
Okay.
Loading up, starting 1 to 10. Oh gosh, Don, you're gonna love this. Nick Chubb number 1,
Oh.
Swift number 2,
Two.
Aaron Jones. Aaron
Okay,
Jones
look at
number.
this. Can you see the draft board right now? Can you see the
Let
draft
me
board?
let me just switch. Let me just switch apps.
Exactly how you read them off. In the second round, it went Nick Chubb.
Mm-hmm.
It went
Oh yeah,
DeAndre Swift and went Aaron Jones. One, two,
Are
three
you
in the
serious?
second round. I swear.
That's fucking awesome. All right, then we got Saquon Barkley.
Who went in the
Then we
second
got
round?
hey, Gil's gonna love this. James Robinson.
Oh.
Kareem Hunt is the 6th overall running back in fantasy. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is the 7th. Jonathan Taylor at 8th. Najee at 9. That's you.
But
Miles Sanders at 10. McCaffrey at 11. I just have to throw that out there. but
but yeah, look at I mean a couple of those names stick out to me. CH in the right here on Jared's team. They got in the 4th. And
Clyde, I hated that pick on draft day,
so did
bro.
I.
So bad.
Well, it was
When
a it was a it was a it was a
Sam Wackler drafted him in Dynasty, and I thought that was horrible. But god damn, he did good because I had him 2 years ago, and he did amazing the first week, and I got a huge fucking rock hard boner, and I was really pumped. I even texted in the lead Clyde. I texted in the group chat Clyde just like Mahomes did on draft day when he wanted Andy Reid to draft him. But after that, like Clyde fucking he glided it down in his
I
statistics
mean,
for the rest of the season. But he's the fucking man this year.
yeah,
He's doing
he's
really
been
good.
great. He's been great.
They're relying on him a whole lot. They're using him as another little weapon because they lost, they lost a little power last year.
But even still, I stand by it. On draft day, CH in the 4th was not a good pick. Like that is way too early. Like he probably could have got him in. I don't know. This league just drafts running back early. I don't know. Could he got him in the 6th? Like he drafted Darnell Mooney in the 6th round, 2 rounds after. Who? I mean, my God,
I would have
terrible. I mean, that's just a wasted pick at this point. I mean, he's droppable.
But he was the
He's for
number
sure.
one out there. I see why he picked him up. It was just
I see why you grabbed him too. Like there's a situation where a scenario where I would have taken Mooney. I thought he was just gonna be crazy. It just feels like Allen Robinson last year. Like there's no way he doesn't get a ton of volume, man. He's the only one in that offense. The same exact fucking offense. And it's been terrible both years, dude. It's the same fucking thing. Like Mooney is droppable. He'd be gone if he was on my team. Because Justin Fields
just
sucks, dude.
like you said, what else is out there though? Like
I'd probably drop him out of spite at this point.
you would drop him just to fucking be vindictive.
fuck draft capital, dude.
Just to let him not feel like he's
like
ready to
I let Allen Robinson play like 3 weeks in a row at the beginning of last year instead of Jamar Chase, just because of fucking draft capital, dude. Because I took him in the 3rd round. Right?
yeah.
When it was clear he wasn't involved.
Montgomery went out this week, so poor Brad lost a good one.
Yeah, that's actually kind of big.
Man. And I told him on draft day to get fucking Herbert a million times. And Herbert put up like fucking 20 goddamn points today.
From what I heard, I mean I'm not
He's probably
totally in the know. It sounded like it wasn't too serious. Like it's day to day instead of week to week.
I think I was kind of just overemphasizing that. Honestly, I didn't. Brad drafted a really good fucking team. But yeah, he's fine. Montgomery's fine, and I think Montgomery's a fucking dog. I drafted him in Dynasty. He's young as fuck and high production. I don't know why people are ever afraid of him. He's like the new Matt Forte.
Yeah, that's exactly what he's like.
Right? And he's going to be
ripped off good in week 2.
Bro, he's a fucking great running back. Dan Noble got him last year in the fucking 2nd round. I'm telling you, I remember, I pay attention to this guy. That's one reason I got him in Dynasty, because I'm like, dude, this dude's young. For the next 5 seasons, people are going to be writing him off. But I cuffed with Khalil in my Dynasty because I knew they were going to run the fuck out of David Montgomery, and they do. So, yeah, he's probably fine. And again, Brad has enough wide receiver power. I don't want to break from running backs yet, but I am going to be curious later what Devontae did. We'll see it in this matchup. But in reference to what matchup are we on right now, just to keep the podcast?
We're on Gil versus Jared, who's Gil's 2-0, Jared's 1-1, and Gil has it locked up. So Gil's going to be 3-0.
I can just feel Gil.
Jared's going to be 1-2. Yeah, I'm sure Gil feels pretty good.
Oh, bro, he's so pumped, dude. He's so pumped. He was not thrilled about him being. Honestly, he was not thrilled about being ranked last on draft day, bub. He, I guess, rumor has it he went out and got a Shelby. I guess got mad because he went out and got a pair of brass knuckles and was, I guess, was going to come pay a visit to a few of you guys that were talking shit, man. But Gil, if you're listening, bub. Don't you bring him brass knuckles around me, bub. Don't you bring him girl brassies around me, bub. I didn't have nothing to do with that, all right?
But
I'm kidding. He's doing fantastic, and I know he's fucking pumped about it. He deserves the attention. He's getting a lot of it, though, for it.
James Robinson's looking like a fucking league winner, dude. I mean,
Dude,
is there a better draft? Was there a better draft pick in the entire draft than James Robinson?
bro, that's a bold
Probably not,
statement
right?
that might be right, man.
Probably not.
And you know what? His Diggs pick was pretty fucking good, too.
His Diggs pick was fine. He got him right where he was supposed to get Diggs.
Bro, he's the first ranked, man, and he's really he's gonna put up running back
But
production.
he got James Robinson in what, like the fucking 7th round?
Oh, forgive me. No, the James Robinson pick is 10 times better when it comes to
Where do you get
draft
him?
value where he drafted. Yeah, I wasn't saying
James
that.
Robinson. He got him.
James
He got James Robinson in the 8th round, man.
Are
He's a fucking
you
top 10 running back. Yes.
fucking kidding me?
Okay, these are the type of
He's
draft
the fifth
picks. These are type
that
of
win
draft
you
picks
champion.
that win you championships. Yes.
You're exactly right. I know he's so fucking pumped about this right now. Yeah, he's a dog, bro.
Dude,
And they're not.
Singletary looks good. Like his team looks all right. Like,
and bro, I think at any point Mostert could take over that backfield, and not that they do tons with running backs, but Mostert's a really good boomer bust when they start him, man. Or if he takes it over, man.
I don't think anybody's gonna take over that backfield. I think it is what it is. It's gonna be just a mixed bag. Like, you don't know who to start from week to week. But even still, yeah, Mostert doesn't look as bad as I thought he did on draft day. None of his team does, really. Like, he's gonna have to stream. Like, quarterback's kind of hurting him right now, like it did last year.
Dude, so that means Kareem Hunt, he was like the 6th overall. So that means I'm not even looking at the list anymore.
Yeah,
but I think James,
top 10 running backs on his team through.
No, not top 6, bro. That's even like that's top 5 and like
James
the 5th
Robinson's
and 6th
top 5.
overall. I think James Robinson's 5, man. Let me go back to the list.
See,
dude.
This is how you win championships, man.
Yeah, let me motherfucker.
You get these just massive fucking values like Gill's got.
1, 2, 3.
Which Hunt isn't crazy. Hunt in the 6th, whatever. But James Robinson in the, I mean, even still, yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he got them both at just massive value. Holy fuck.
Isn't that insane?
Yeah.
All right, 1 second. It takes fucking forever.
I bet.
Goddamn.
I bet he's.
All right, yeah. No, James Robinson's number 5, and Kareem Hunt is number 6, and they're both on his squad, right? That is the funniest fucking thing in the fucking world.
You got him in the 6th and the 8th round.
Funny to me, dude. I know Gil is like, hell yeah, boys, right now, dude. He's geeking it, but it's true. He's got the 5th and the 6th, dude. He did just go running back. He fucking carpet bombed the running back position.
And I didn't like his running back picks, man. I didn't like him. Like,
you're bound. It's like
I was dead wrong. I would have rather him gone like Melvin Gordon and Darrell Henderson over James Robinson.
But though most shit against the ball, something's gonna stick, dude. He drafted 5 running backs in a row.
Yeah,
which
you're right.
I drafted 4.
I bet he's pissed that he dropped Olave though. After he's on my team, he's gonna be in my starting lineup next week.
I can't believe that you dropped Olave, Gil. Why would you do that, bub? I told you to draft him, dude. Come on, bro. You were literally consulting with me almost every single pick. And I literally told you to get him. And, dude, when I told you about Olave, you didn't skip a beat, dude. You were like, Olave, I'll draft him. I was like, dude, chill. And dude. All right, yeah. Looking at this running back list again, man. You know, even Cordell Patterson, number 12. I'm proud of. Let's just some honorable mentions.
Let's go to CJ's matchup then. I'm trying to go matchup by matchup. Let's go, since you're talking about.
Aren't we on there?
Wait,
still?
no, it's Taylor. I'm sorry. Taylor has.
Yeah.
No, I'm on. I was about to go Andy and Sam. We're done with Gil and Jared. We didn't really talk about Jared that much. So
let's look at Jared's team because he deserves to take him in the fact that he took Cooper and shit.
Yeah, which
he took your knight in shining armor. I'm teasing.
Like I said,
Uh,
what was the best pick in the first round. Through, I
that
mean,
still shocks me to think that, man. And I'm not even gonna say you're wrong, man. I just
oh,
don't feel. I just.
I mean,
Mm,
just in terms of the numbers he's put up through 3 weeks, 18, 20, and 12. Is anybody else in the first round put that up?
that is really fucking good. I mean, I guess you're right. I mean, that's a foul on statistics. All right, where are we at? We're at Creo Williams. All
So who?
right,
Russell
and I
Wilson.
really even with
He.
Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill, he's a guy I drafted in my dynasty league, and I love Ty, dude. I still love
Yeah.
Ty for the next 4 fucking years. I swear to God. The way how as fast as he is and the way that offense moves, he will be in that offense productively for the next 4 fucking years. And yeah, he's going to get his 3.3 games like any receiver, but bro, it's like I tell you this, Jared's going to get a close to. I would bet money that Jared's going to get above 15 and possible up to 30-point production this week out of Tyreek Hill and Eli Apple's fat fucking ass. All right, outside of that,
Yeah,
um,
I think Jared has a pretty good team.
Jared's team's fucking solid.
They,
Even today, Connor could have got
I
more.
mean, the main issue is quarterback up here, obviously. Which Russell Wilson's been his guy. He's
Bro,
just
he's
like
looking like
like
shit though.
like having an elite quarter. I mean, standard leagues.
I will
You
tell you,
you
Russell
need
Wilson
you
is
need
looking
a
like.
you need an elite quarterback, man. If you're not getting that fucking big time production,
I agree, man.
like
Dude, I
it's
mean,
hard for these wide receivers and running backs to make up for that, dude. Like what wide receiver and running backs gonna put up fucking 40 points like Lamar did,
that's
or
crazy,
even
bro.
30 points like Mahomes did in week 1, or like Lamar did again in week 2, like if your quarterback's putting up 9 points, like
Lamar will even have some of those games though, bro. You'll see.
9 points out of your flex, I'd be happy with that. 9 points out of tight end, wide receiver, running back, any other position but quarterback, dude. 9 points, you're in a bad
That's gonna happen
you're in a
once
bad
in a while.
spot.
What happens? You're fucked. You're not overcoming that.
No, you're not.
I mean, what like Collar had like fucking he had something like that this week. But yeah, I like Jared's team. Look at Devontae Smith. Damn.
Yeah, I know. That was a good value pick too, I think. What did he do last week? He was a player that a lot of people were overlooking. Like with
Mm-hmm.
AJ Brown, I mean, he had 7 receptions for 80 yards week 1
And I'm a dude.
or week 2.
I didn't do it this
Yeah,
year.
he's been pretty good. I mean, it's the same thing with as Gil as with Jared. Like Jared got some like super value picks too.
I designed an offense this year of three. I went into the year this year wanting a bulletproof offense for 3 starting running backs, both in the position and in the flex, no matter what. And Don, just as you said, I was more looking at I just want the production. I want a guaranteed production out of the flex this year. But when not, but that's what I did this year. But I'm a total fan of just going pure boomer bust in the flex position. And that's the good thing about like the depth in this league with that receiver is when you got a guy like Devontae Smith in that flex, man, yeah, you're gonna have your weeks he does nothing. But if a team starts to notice a receiver, if your receiver is the one that is exposing a defense that week for whatever reason, dude, you're gonna just win leagues or you're gonna win games outright like that. But even though he got fucked by Russell Wilson getting his cocks fucking cut off by
And
the
look, I mean, look at this. Look at this. Do you want to see why he really lost? Look at this. His kicker,
you were going after his defense and shit,
no,
bro.
his kicker had 2 points, and his opponent's kicker had 8 points. Is this? I mean, that doesn't feel right to me. I don't know.
Dude,
It
a
doesn't feel
6 point difference is
it doesn't feel right to me, man.
bro. So he just has six
Look,
point difference at one position and
look,
seven.
his kicker put up more than his flex position. His kicker put up more than his wide receiver 2. His kicker put up more than his wide receiver 1. His kicker put up more
Yeah,
than
but
his I mean,
But you also would expect that, Tyreek
It's
Hill would have more than 2 receptions. You would assume that Kittle would have more than 28 yards, which no tight ends are
but
eating. I put no value on the tight end position anymore.
the
I did
point
in
the
Dynasty just because
point
one.
stands, dude. Like kickers shouldn't be outscoring your flex and fucking Jamar Chase. Like come on, dude. Like Jamar Chase had fucking 6 catches. At least give him half of those. Like that
I just think
he did more than fucking Ryan Suckup did. Come on, man. Can we get real
Yeah,
here,
like
guys?
I'm
I
shocked
didn't
that.
mean to turn this into a fucking PPR
No, I like it.
stance.
I like it. This is good material, bub. Let's keep it going, man, because we're not wrong to feel any type of way. I tell you this, I'm just shocked that here's the reason I'm okay with it, man, is because at worst case you're gonna get it. You should be able to get a top 15 defensive kicker because dude, nobody's keeping an extra kicker, so you're gonna get a top 12 kicker. And if you keep extra kicker, that's just I think you could do better than that. I would grab somebody else's
It's
top 24.
who would he have? I
But
mean, Greg
but
Joseph.
at worst
Greg
case
Joseph
scenario,
is Greg Joseph any worse than anybody else? A good offense, they don't always put it in the end zone.
I think I
Like
think
I mean
where
that's as best you can do for a fucking kicker. He's kicking for a good offense. I mean,
really, I mean,
like that's it. That's it. That's it. You're not taking into account how many fucking receptions the guy's got over the past few weeks or how many targets he's
you
got
you
or
just feel
or
there's
or
too much.
like or
You
like his
feel you
or
just
like his depth of target or like his air yards. Like Chris Olave had over 300 air yards last week,
yeah.
and he put up almost 150 yards this week. Like that just
Yeah.
seems like way more fun to predict that than if fucking Greg Joseph is gonna
But
put the
here's
ball
my
through
thing.
the
Though.
through.
Here's my thing. How does so we got to stick on the like the thing. The only leg that I think you have with it is like it obviously is, and the only thing you're saying is the emphasis on the score. But I guess that's why you got to look at the matchups. That's why you got to. And you at
It's
worst case, man.
it's just so basic. Like looking like at the
So
matchups,
what
man.
would your suggestion be? Just take it down to
It should
like,
be half point PPR to give more emphasis
oh,
on running backs
you're
and wide
talking.
receivers and less emphasis on
Oh,
defenses and kickers and
I see what
quarterbacks. That's all it's about.
you're saying.
There's just way too much emphasis on
Before I say
these fucking
PPR,
kicking matchups and these defensive matchups, man. I mean, is there any better
before I
example
would
than
say
what we're looking
PPR,
at
because
right now?
before we said I said I would say PPR because I also think like who was the what's his face because okay here's why I don't like PPR. Who was the player we were just talking about? Um, that had like 14 catches for like 29 yards or something fucking weird. Literally,
Nobody does that. You guys like
not
to
14.
fucking exaggerate that when you're
No,
fucking
bro,
talking.
bro. We were just talking about this player.
You talking about
No, we got to
Hollywood
look
that
at it.
had 14 catches?
How many? Maybe,
He
maybe.
had over 100 yards receiving.
No, it wasn't
Like
him, man. It
like
wasn't
if you're
him.
getting
No,
fucking
somebody had a ton of catches and they only had like 29 yards receiving. Who was that, bro?
that's why I'm not on board with full PPR either. Like
Right.
I don't think it's perfect.
I would be down
I
for
think
4
half
points for
PP
yardage.
I think half PPR would be a perfect balance. Like I see what you're saying. I do. Like I do think full PPR is like it doesn't fully reflect how a player
How do you
performs
feel? Yeah,
sometimes, but
yeah.
neither does standard, and I feel like half PPR is just perfect.
Let me ask you this: Let me ask you, how do you feel about the um more credit? Because I'm not saying, but how do you feel about more credit for yardage for all positions, of course?
I mean, all positions,
Yeah, meaning obviously, like,
like
yeah, to make,
quarterbacks too.
let's say,
I don't
you
know
know,
what that's going to change. I mean, quarterbacks are going to be even more dominant.
so let's not do that then. So let's say, what do you say? What would you? How do you feel about say
I feel like we're just trying to
5
find
yards?
a we're trying to find a fancy way to get around the obvious solution, which is half PPR. Like we're trying to give more points for yards for running backs and wide receivers, just half PPR. I mean, that's it.
Just for good content. How do you feel about the yardage thing?
I don't know what it would. It would make. I mean,
I'm saying that.
it would make quarterbacks and wide receivers and running backs
More powerful.
more powerful, and I mean, yeah, it would be better. It would be better just to make the defenses and the kickers less important. Which I
And
mean,
how
they determine championships. We saw it last year. We saw it last year
this,
in the championship. They determine championships.
this is the last
And
time.
this isn't a championship. This isn't some huge fucking matchup that all eyes are on. This is week 3, Jared versus Gill, and you see it right here. His kicker didn't do as good, so he lost.
It's true.
Was was Ravens against New England that much a better? I mean, the kicker's is a better example. Defense, whatever, but I mean, yeah, he had this is a 7-point swing on the defenses right there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying, like I said before, I'm not saying I hate standard. There's things I like about it,
This
but
this is the
just
last
like
time I'll this is the last time I'll preface a question
keep
with this.
keep.
Just for the content. How much different, just out of curiosity, how much more do you like half PPR than the yardage thing? Like what's your, like, if you're gonna say that 10 out of 10.
I mean, if you take yardage off quarterbacks, I guess it would be about the same. You can't have it on the quarterbacks too, because then it makes the quarterbacks just
I agree.
ridiculous. But yeah, I
I agree.
guess I guess on running backs and wide receiver, it would be about the same. But
Okay.
they need to be more important. Like these wide receivers and running backs, I think they need to be more important
I would be happy with
than
more.
fucking Greg Joseph down here. Look at this idiot. Like, and that's why he lost, man. That's why he
I'd be
lost.
happy with
That could be
more
the
points
difference
per
between
yardage.
difference between a fucking playoff spot and just sitting out till next year because his
But
kicker
plus, you want to
didn't.
know the other thing?
Like I'm pissed. I'm fucking pissed even thinking about it, man. And I'm
If you're,
pissed. I'm pissed that nobody else sees this shit, dude.
I'm,
Like
I'm down for more points per yardage, but at the same time, like, I don't know, man.
I understand you don't want somebody to catch 10 catches and go for 20 yards.
Right,
That doesn't happen very often.
right.
What the best examples like Deontay Johnson, who like catch 10 for like 50 or
I
something.
agree. I agree.
Which yeah, I agree. That shouldn't be 15. That shouldn't be 15 points.
Right.
It should be what 12 and a half or whatever. I don't know. All right.
I'm kind of looking. Yeah, I'm definitely down for that. I'm
Uh,
just kind of looking at
I
this game and like. But here's my thing, dude. When you have players that, and you got to be careful when you're compounding. And again, everything I'm saying is just for. You got to be careful because you're compounding both kickers and defense together. But if you look at them singularly, bro, like where Joseph got 2 and Suckup got 8, a 6-point difference. I don't think that's that big of a deal whenever you can go to the flex, look at their flex position, and in one position, you're looking at a 16-point swing singularly.
but are you done?
And you
Go ahead.
see swings like that at the flex position and in
I
every
get
other
it.
position. You don't see swings like that at kicker and defense that much, right?
I
You know what I mean?
I get it, but you should see swings like that in the flex because like
Mm-hmm.
that's where the real skill comes in, dude.
And I
Finding
agree.
finding somebody like Curtis Samuel who might be the fucking top pickup. I mean, Gill's just killing it, dude. He's the man. Like Curtis Samuel's like one of the top pickups this year, like through 3 weeks. Like
No, yeah.
Devontae Smith was a great draft pick. That mean like those two players mean so much more to me. Like it just tells me so much more about them as a fantasy player than who they plugged in a kicker.
Mm-hmm.
Like Gill, like great pickup.
Mm.
Like Curtis Samuel's like just a heads up play. And Devontae Smith, like where you drafted him, you got a bargain. You
Mm-hmm.
got a real bargain, and then you go down to kicker, and it means nothing to me. Like you got a kicker from a good offense. Good job. All right,
Yeah,
let's. I'm just being a dead horse.
you're fine, and I don't think you're wrong how you feeling. And I really don't. I just think that you can get such big swings out of the other positions that it's going to cover up the 6 point difference or the
Yep.
7 point difference. But I am down for more points for yardage because when I have a running back that has an 85-yard game, I would like that to mean more. But I guess it's still a
It's gonna even
point per.
out to
I don't
about
know.
the
It's a
same if
point per
it's
10
half.
yards. I'm not afraid of that. But regardless, what's the next
It's
matchup?
fun. It's fun to talk about. I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, I love
And
that. No,
and it
I
like
think we.
it helps me look
I
at
think
everybody's team. Like I don't think I would have noticed the Curtis Samuel if you wouldn't have mentioned the flex. Like I wouldn't have noticed how like badass their flex plays are.
right.
If we wouldn't even gone to that conversation. But all right, let's go to Sam and
No, I love it. No, I think the podcast all needs more of that shit too,
all right.
and just random shit. Sometimes I just ate a fucking Klondike bar, and I don't know if it was the last time you had one, but they're fucking amazing. Back to you, Don. All right, what's the next matchup, my brother? I'm loving it. I'm
Andy
loving it.
and Sam, let's do something real quick.
I
Where,
like Andy Sam. Andy
let
Samuel. Good.
let's go back to the standings. Let's figure out
Oh,
where
yeah.
we are before week 3.
No, dude, I don't want to look at the standings right now, bro. It's a
I would.
hard.
So I think Andy's the number 1 overall team, and I think he might be the number 1 overall scoring team. No, it's points force 238. Where's Nathan?
Did he win today, even with Wentz sucking it up? Because if he did, I'm
No,
very impressed. Fournette fucking pulled his fucking cock out. Or not Fournette, fucking Henry pulled his cock out
he's
today.
the yeah Nathan or Andy's the second highest scoring team.
And his team's good, man.
Look at the matchup.
And his team's
Sam
good.
Sam versus oh yeah. This is like still like we don't know the outcome of this one yet. But Sam needs a win, right? I mean, neither one of these teams showed up. So Sam's down, say 20 points.
By the way, I was kidding. We can look at the standings. I mean, oh yeah, you are. Yeah.
Sam's down
Sam's
20. He's down 20 points, and he's got CeeDee Lamb and Cowboys defense against Giants.
Let me look at it. It's pulling it up. I like Sam's team too. I would. Oh, Brees Hall got a little bit of love. Looking back, I will tell you, man. Uh, I can't say that because he's been more productive than Dobbins has so far. But I knew
Yeah.
that going in. I still have a little bit of faith in Dobbins outside of because they're not going to be able to. I mean, I pray he takes away some of Lamar's production, bro.
Brees Hall had 6 receptions.
Him?
Brees
Hall had 12 points last week, 9 points this week. He's a rookie, so they're going to use him as the year goes on. It's actually starting to not look bad, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, if Sam's putting him in his flex position, I think it just makes it a little bit tough because I think A.J. Dillon and Brees Hall are in similar positions, and you can only have so many players
like
like that
like
on your team.
I said in the first episode, like I would have been fine with AJ Dillon as his RB2, and he would have grabbed like somebody better
Because he does have
at
Jonathan
that
Taylor.
second pick instead of taking Brees Hall at the second pick. Like if he would have taken Travis Kelce or something. Like imagine, dude. I don't know. Like
I do think he hit the CeeDee Lamb pick out of the fucking park in the second round. I think he got a little bit fucked with Dak being hurt, of course, but that was a great pick. A great fucking pick.
I feel like he drafted CD right at his ADP at that 2-3 turn, which is where I always drafted him. And like the dude's not doing much. Sucks without
Dude, because
Dak.
Dak's out.
Even
Dak's
still, I
out.
mean, when Dak was in there week 1, he had 11 targets, 2 receptions, 29 yards.
11 targets, my favorite.
I would be worried about CD if I. But then he got Amon-Ra St. Brown, which is great.
Yeah, he's killing it.
Sam's team's in trouble. I think Sam's team's in a little bit of trouble here. Right? I'm gonna go back to the
And
standings.
I gotta say, if he didn't sew up 2 picks in tight end position, that he could be missing out on somebody that could be bang. You can say the same thing about my handcuffs, but fuck it, I love having a bulletproof team. What was no, there's no team that's bulletproof, but you know. But
Right.
Sambo, Sambo could have that 2 tight end move. He could be starting somebody badass right now. But I don't know. I wouldn't. I don't know. I, the AJ Dillon Brees Hall combo I kind of don't like that much, but I don't know why. Um, Jonathan Taylor, CD, powerful. Just no, but it's not just saying, dude. No fucking tight ends are doing shit outside of your Andrews and Kelsey.
I think he's another guy that's like his quarterback's killing him. Who's his quarterback? Yes, Justin Herbert, right? I don't know what to say about that. Justin Herbert's gonna turn it around.
Was he the first
He'll be
quarterback
fine.
drafted? No, Josh Allen was.
No, Josh Allen was. Brad got Josh Allen in the fucking 4th round, dude.
Pretty damn good.
For sure.
I think Herbert was the second quarterback taken, right?
Yeah.
Damn.
The quarterbacks were taken like right at their.
I am
I
shocked
mean, in
Sam took
terms of
Herbert over
order.
Mahomes. I am shocked he took Herbert over Mahomes.
I would have taken Herbert over Mahomes.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I would have taken him.
I don't want Mahomes, but I just love Mahomes.
All right, Taylor and Noble.
What's happening?
Ooh.
I bet you.
Noble's team's obviously done. Taylor need a win. You got to win again. Noble here. Fucking to 28.9. God, somebody.
Where are we at? 28.9.
Khalil Herbert. Yeah, he better
Yeah.
hope David Montgomery gets hurt.
Mm-hmm.
Kyle Pitts had a little bit. I mean, he showed some signs of life after the first 2 weeks.
And what I heard from Sam Wackler today was that he said the way they're using him looked like they're going to be using him that way for the rest of the season. So, yay for you guys out there. I'm happy. I'm happy because I spent a little bit of money on him in a dynasty league because I didn't want to have to fucking wrestle around with the thought of a tight end and who's going to be my tight end for the next how many years.
DJ Chark. I mean, he had 4.6. Is that the best wide receiver available?
Shark.
Yeah, he had DJ Chark in his wide receiver.
Well, Keenan Allen was hurt.
Dude, that's his
Chris
wide
Godwin.
receiver. DJ Chark was his wide receiver 1. This is terrible, dude. This isn't even fair.
Dude, the poor guy traded
This isn't even
Debo for
fair.
Elijah Mitchell. Listen, the poor guy traded but he got Hunter Renfrow too at the time, which would better look now. But you got Keenan Allen hurt, Chris Godwin hurt, Robert Woods gay, Hunter Renfrow hurt. What the fuck?
There's got to be somebody better than DJ Chark, dude.
But I tell you this,
There has to be.
that Herbert man, he needs to start playing him.
Dude, you gotta be able to find a better receiver than these two. Nelson Aguilar and DJ Chark. Like,
But that poor guy has dealt with so many
Nelson
fucking injuries.
Aguilar had 6 for 110 and a touchdown in week 2. I didn't know that. I stand corrected. But I mean, that's still unfortunate. Those are your
I feel bad for him, dude. Like, I honestly do, bro. Like, I would be so. I care about fantasy so much, man, and like injuries are never
Yeah,
people.
he got kind of fucked.
He got fucked bad, man. I feel bad. Swift didn't do shit.
He
Fuck.
did.
Only 7 attempts. See, that's why I'm scared of him. What? Goddamn! Out of any game, that dude's a dog. But out of any game, he could only get 7 attempts, dude.
He had 3 receptions too.
That's nothing, man.
It's like a close, hard-fought game too. You think he'd be more involved? They lost too. Yeah, get him the fucking ball.
It's weird. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying why they didn't do it. That's what's scary, dude. He's so like, and you know what? For no reason.
Miller's defense beat the absolute fuck. There's not
That is.
there's not a whole lot of the running back RB1s. The big, but I mean this is the main. This is the one that stands out. Fucking 17-6 here.
Dude, still only 11-point swing, man. Like, you know, I know that's a big one, but like it's still like
Difference between a win and loss. This
that's.
matchup alone.
I would be down for more points per yardage for sure on athlete positions.
We did this one. Bud versus Brad.
Bud versus Brad.
Tom's been a disappointment. Shit. Daryl Patterson. Fucking. That trade's paying off. Paid off immediately, right? Holy shit. He trades for Cordero Patterson, and Cordero Patterson puts up 20 points.
God damn, what a gangster. And he was an honorable mention on that running back list I told you. He's the 12th overall running back, which if you know, where he was drafted, I would be elated with the 12th overall production out of fucking Patterson, you know? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hear me?
Oh, my bad. You know what I mean?
Dude, he's got Ramondre Stevenson on the bench, too. And Drake London on the bench. Dude.
All right, just because it's on topic.
Bud's
Do
team.
you think
Bud has Jalen Waddle. Do you know how much I would love to have Jalen Waddle in my flex? I
he's
mean,
the second overall wide receiver in fantasy?
he's just fucking around, but it should be Rashad Bateman. I guess it's not as crazy. But
Wait, what do you mean? It should be Rashad Bateman.
like Jalen Waddle in the flex looks way crazier if he just swapped Rashad Bateman with Jalen Waddle and had Jalen Waddle as wide receiver 1 or wide receiver 2. It's not like his depth was at wide receiver is just so insane that Jalen Waddle is his flex player. It's just how he has him plugged into his lineup. But he has Mike Evans too. Like, once again, watch out for Bud's team because I could see them having a run for sure. I mean, why not? Why not?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I hear you. You hear me, Travis?
Hey, Don, can you hear me?
Yeah. Do you hear me?
Oh, God, yeah, sorry. But this app is acting a little bit weird tonight. Hadn't been, but
I think this might be the last matchup.
that's fun. Look here.
Yeah, I think I wouldn't be surprised if Bud's team goes on a run and fucks some teams up. for a few weeks because it has potential to do that for sure.
His team is weird. So yeah, what was that? What all was that trade again, bro? Did with him?
I don't remember exactly. Did Bud give up Zeke and I don't remember. We can find out.
Brad's gonna be
Activity.
plugging in Penny at his running back position, and honestly, that's not a bad plug-in. You know, he's still going to be getting close to. He's still getting 15 carries, 66 yards. If
Yeah.
Montgomery's hurt for a second,
Yeah, that would suck, but let's see
I
this
think.
trade.
Let's see what they're saying about Montgomery. Just
Mike
while you're looking.
Mike Davis and Ezekiel Elliott for Alan Lazard and Cordero Patterson. And then he traded yeah, it was Mike Davis and Zeke for Alan Lazard and Cordero Patterson.
So it's essentially Zeke. Davis was a filler player. So it was
So
Zeke for. Oh.
so after this, I mean the first week of this trade's not looking so good for Taylor, basically. I think Lazard had a decent game too, didn't he?
I think he had a touchdown, yeah.
Yeah, trade. Wait, no. Then they traded like Bateman for. They did Lazard for Bateman. So Taylor got Lazard back,
That's weird.
and then Bateman did nothing.
Bateman's really boomer bust though. When he booms, he booms.
I guess we'll see. Zeke hasn't played yet this week. We'll see how Zeke does in comparison to Cordero Patterson. But
Yeah, let's see how long Montgomery. Montgomery's day to day. Just looking at this matchup. Yeah, I mean, see, he's another one that if his number one guy was booming, he'd be way better off. But Eckler had 4 rushing attempts this week. Like, what the fuck?
does he really? He has 4?
Yeah,
What the fuck?
4. That's weird, isn't it?
What were the Chargers
Dude,
doing
hey,
this
that
year?
Drake London's pretty slick too.
Yeah, he is, isn't it? Yeah, in another league, I like some random PPR league, I traded Josh Jacobs for Damian Pierce and Drake London. Trade looked pretty good this week.
Yeah, Jacobs doing okay.
Yeah, I think he had a decent week, right? All right, let's. I think we went over all the matchups, right?
We're still kind of looking over.
We didn't really talk. Let's talk about Brad's team. I think that's the
Yeah,
only.
exactly. Looks like we kind of.
I don't think we talk. We'll talk about Brad's team and then we'll.
I think where he drafted Harris, he's okay output. 14 points 2 weeks ago or a week ago. 10 points this week.
Yeah, I had no problem with this Damon Harris. Just Tony Pollard pick was the only pick I had a problem with.
Garrett Wilson.
Montgomery getting hurt sucks. Dude, Garrett Wilson got hurt too today.
No, that sucks. He's the 14th ranked wide receiver in fantasy. That's not too bad.
Mean, the issue is Justin Jefferson. I mean, like I said when we first started this is the biggest disappointment of the fucking day. Justin Jefferson putting up 1.4. One reception for 14 yards from Justin Jefferson.
That's weird as fuck.
I mean, that's why he lost. I mean, that's just fucked. Shitty way to lose, but
that is what's.
Dude, look how much he barely lost. Like, this is a one where I won't even address the kickers or the defenses because like I don't even care because Justin Jefferson.
No, he lost because
Justin Jefferson did nothing. That's
and this running back got hurt, bro. His ace running back got hurt, bro. That's why.
Dude, that's a brutal way to lose, man.
He got fucked, dude.
Yeah, he got fucked hard.
Because you can always, like, let's say each team has 4 impact players total, right? You can afford for one of those to not do shit. You can't afford for 2 of those to not do shit.
Well,
You got
he was one of the highest scoring teams. He was the 4th highest scoring team coming into this week, and he was 2-0. So he bought himself a little leeway. Like, he can afford a bad week, as shitty as it is to lose like that. Like, he's fine.
Bro, once he
now.
gets, yeah. I tell you what, like just like you said, once Robert gets back to Mike Evans back, he's gonna look pretty dangerous, really.
Bud.
Because yes,
Yeah,
because he's
that's
got
true
this.
too.
He's Waddle is a for sure dude almost, right? And Bateman and Evans. I mean, Evans is an almost for sure, and Bateman is a fantastic boomer bust guy. He's definitely
He
gonna.
has Ramondre Stevenson on his bench too, I think.
That's good.
Like,
I
yeah, he's got a good team. Yeah, but
He does. Rick London's going to be good, but
I'm gonna stop it there, I think.
alrighty.
All right, man. I'll talk to you later.